My topic here today is Indian economy and the world. So I'm going to talk about the economy of the whole world and how our Indian economy has been projected and what is it in reality, because the projection what we see here is way far away from what it is in reality. And then I'll just give you like some tips. By doing small bits, you can actually alter the whole economy of the world. Let's go. So, what is GDP? GDP is the okay. Go on. Anyone who can? Okay, gross domestic product. Correct. So, it is the market value of all the products and services manufactured and produced within a country in a given period of time. So, this actually is a criteria to decide how rich your country is. The more the GDP, the better it is. So, let's put some facts. The Indian economy is the 10th largest in the world in terms of nominal GDP, the 3rd largest in terms of GDP purchasing power parity. A purchasing power parity means how much for buying the same stuff in different countries, how much you have to spend. It's like to adjust the currency depending upon the exchange rates and availability of product. So in that order, we are 3rd next to US and China. So this is good. It appears something to be proud of, but it's not the real thing. If we go on, we see some other things. We are 148th in terms of per capita income. 30% of our population lives below poverty line. We are the 19th largest exporter and the 10th largest importer. We import more than what we export. Okay, so this is the GDP. Look at the difference, right? It's some 4,000 something billion, and look at what US and China have. Okay. So, how are we affected actually? Because these are all like billions and trillions we're talking about. But we are affected because we are a part of it. And our activities, our actions affect all these things. Because eventually we are the consumers, we decide what we want. And depending upon the demand, the products come on the way. So, how many of you consume these? Everyone, right? See this. Lay's is a company which started off in United States, then it collaborated with a few other companies, and finally with Pepsi Cola to form the PepsiCo giant, which has all these products starting from Lay's, Tropicana, Gatorade, anything that you can name. Go out, you drink. It's one of these two, whatever you drink. Be it Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Lincoln, Pepsi, whatever. It's these two things. So, whatever you do, every time you go out and drink something, a part of that money goes to these companies. You are sending your own money there. This affects the international exchange of money and transaction. And this leads to fall in the value of your currency. Like our Indian rupee, as we all know, is rated way below the US dollar. And all these exchange rates are controlled by such things that we import from others, we buy, and our money is sent to them. That's the main thing. So let me ask you again, how many of you have phones from Samsung, Nokia, Motorola? Apple, sorry. Okay. And then there should be some of you having Micromax or iWork. Thank you. You guys rock. You're doing your bit for your country because these products are indigenous. Buying indigenous products helps your country because your money stays within. Because that's it. Then some more statistics. This Let's come back to statistics. We all claim that okay, US has got a good economy. There are people who support US rather than your own country. This is where United States is 192nd on the list of the current account balance that the country has. A deficit of $473.9 billion US. And it is said that this thing is 1/3 of the total GDP that the whole world produced. And we are not far, we are 186th. So even if our economists say that we are fastest growing, we are big, we are that, on the long run, we are going to the ancient ages, not the ancient, the modern history of when the British came to India. They used your products and manufactured it here and then sold it at a higher price, giving them profit. We are coming back to that same situation, but on a smaller scale, still, but it affects a lot. See, these countries like Saudi Arabia, Russia, China and all, they have a budget surplus, 200 billion US dollars as a surplus of the, and still see we are where we are. These are some like values which affect a lot. It's not like we are growing, it's not like we have a strong economy. It's that we are going on a deficit. The budget deficit is on the negative side, which should change. We should try exporting things rather than what our normal country is doing. So let us all pledge to do our bit. Every time you use your phone from Vodafone or Idea or all, you give a small fraction of that money to different countries. For example, Vodafone has been 74% of the stakes have been owned by Vodafone UK, and now it has been converted to Vodafone India with 100% ownership. So the money goes there, a bit actually, but it still goes there. Idea 14% is owned by a Malaysia-based company. Tata Docomo again 74% by NTT Docomo Japan. Every time you use your telephone, you're paying them. It's like that. So use indigenous things. You have got good services in Airtel, BSNL, MTN. Use that. What more? Television industry. Star is controlled by Rupert Murdoch. You cannot name 5 channels. Okay, you cannot name 6, 7 channels which do not have relations from the outside world. Even Sony, the MTVs, the colors, lines of this, Viacom 18. So stop watching such channels. We cannot boycott. I'm not Mahatma Gandhi telling you stop wearing anything that comes from foreign land. But we can do our bit. Because if we go out and buy televisions and all these things from Videocon and stuff like that, which have been made in the Indian market, that is, it has been produced here and you consume it here itself. If you do that, the demand increases, the government will implement policies which will propagate these views. And so doing your bit helps a lot in the whole economy as a whole. So this thing is unavoidable. I cannot say that you will completely boycott the whole thing. You cannot find a artist in this whole world which is not made by the dragon economies that we know, the Thailand, Korea, Taiwan, China. Okay, this PC has been made in Taiwan.
Stop using it.
And stop using Nokia, Samsung, please.
Stop using YouTube, right?
Some things are unavoidable, some things you can avoid. Instead of Maaza, drink fruity. It's from Parle Agro, India.
Instead of PowerPoint?
Some things are unavoidable at this time. So, that's it, I guess. Even the car industry is... Even the automobile industry has been infiltrated. We have got good FDI plans. It's not like we don't have shares. We do have shares in, like, if Honda is making cars in India, a small share is with Indians, but the major amount of the profit goes back there. So you have a negative economy which is bad for the country. That's it.